Welcome to Deck Analysis and Testing. Today we're looking at SUSHIPs. SUSHIPs are rank 4 and 5 based Fire Aqua monsters. That's basically just a worse version of our Nomads. This incredibly cheap archetype is based around pairing a 2k vanilla with other types of sushi to spam the field with big battleships and beat over everything your opponent has. Using different SUSHIPs as Xyz material also gives your Xyz monsters different effects. For example, using the normal monster Shari gives you a free draw. That said, this deck doesn't really do a lot going first, so you're usually just going to make a ship or two and hope you draw into generic back row from the free draws. Let's have a look at the cards. First is our normal monster, GUNKAN SUSHIP Shari. This is our main vanilla, and a lot of cards in this deck are based around having this card on your hand or on your field. Next is GUNKAN SUSHIP Ikura. This is a free summon if you have the normal monster on your field, and also during your main phase you can activate the top 3 cards of your deck, and if you find the normal monster you can add it to your hand. Next is GUNKAN SUSHIP Uni. This is the only super rare in the entire deck, like within the archetype, and you can reveal one other GUNKAN card in your hand and then special summon this card from your hand, and if you revealed the normal monster you can special summon that monster, or if you revealed another card you return that card to the bottom of your deck. You can also once per turn target one GUNKAN monster you control, change its level to 4 or 5, and then you add one GUNKAN SUSHIP Shari from your deck to your hand. This allows you to make your rank 5 SUSHIPs even when you use your level 4 vanilla on field. And finally, the best monster in the main deck is GUNKAN SUSHIP Shari Red. This card is treated as the normal monster while in your hand, deck, graveyard, or on field, so basically everywhere. So usually if you use any of your effects to search GUNKAN SUSHIP Shari, or if any effects require you to use GUNKAN SUSHIP Shari, you can always use red as a substitute. And this card also has a really good effect on hand. You can reveal one other GUNKAN SUSHIP Shari in your hand, and then special summon this card from your hand, and then you can special summon a GUNKAN monster from your deck, except for itself, and then negate its effects if any, and then special summon from your extra deck one Xyz monster that is mentioned by that monster, and then you Xyz summon using this monster and the monster that you summoned from your deck. So even if you summon something like a GUNKAN SUSHIP Uni, which has a level 5, you can still use a level 4 Shari Red and a level 5 Uni to make a level 5 Xyz, because it's actually not kind of a normal Xyz summon, it's just a way of cheating out an Xyz monster without actually Xyz summoning, but it is treated as Xyz summoning. For the back row, we are playing 3 copies of Spiritualism. It's just a really good back row removal that is free to obtain, and also the usual 3 copies of Whorehouse and 3 copies of Cloak and Dagger as our free-to-play staple options. For the extra deck, other than the generic Xyz and Lynx that we're playing, we're also playing the 3 GUNKAN Xyz monsters, including 2 copies of the rank 4 GUNKAN SUSHIP monster. If this card is Xyz summoned, you can apply these effects in sequence based on the materials that is used for this Xyz summon. If you use the normal monster, you draw a card. If you use Ikura, you can also attack 2 times for every battle phase. Once per turn, if a GUNKAN monster special summon from the extra deck inflicts battle damage, you can destroy a card your opponent controls. This effect is not hard once per turn, so if you have both copies of the rank 4 on field, you can destroy 2 cards at once. Next is the rank 5. If this card is Xyz summoned, you can also apply effects depending on the cards you used as its material. If you use a normal monster, you draw a card. If you use Uni, you gain the ability to attack directly. Also once per turn during your main phase or your opponent's battle phase, as a quick effect, you can target face-up cards your opponent controls up to the number of GUNKAN monsters you control that is special summoned from the extra deck and negate their effects. This is good, but it kind of sucks that you can't use it during your opponent's main phase, which would have been very good. But at least you can still, if your opponent tries to activate something like a warning point or a floodgate when you Xyz summon your monster, you can at least still negate that card if they activate it during your main phase. And for the skill, since this deck doesn't really need a skill, we're playing Life Point Boost Alpha, just because it's just a generically good skill. Let's have a look at the expensive version of the deck. It's still pretty cheap, all things considered, because the engine itself is pretty cheap. We're just playing 3 copies of Uni, and we're playing Painful Decision. This card is really interesting in this deck because of how GUNKAN SUSHIP Shari Red functions. This card is also treated as the normal monster's name while in the deck, so what you can do with Painful Decision is you can send the normal Shari from your deck to your graveyard, and then you can add the effect monster from your deck to your hand, because it is also treated as the same name as the normal monster. So this is actually a pretty good searcher that searches pretty much the best card in your entire deck. And also, we're playing better generic staples like Book of Moon and Cosmic Cyclone. For the extra deck, we're playing better rank 4 and rank 5 monsters because the deck could make them. And the ratios are still the same for the GUNKAN Xyz monsters. We're still playing 1 rank 5 and 2 rank 4s. You could play a second rank 5 if you want, but I like playing different generic options more. But there are times where you will maybe want 2 copies of a rank 5, so you can attack directly with both of them and just win the game on the spot. Let's have a look at the replays. This deck does really prefer going second because, as I said, this deck really doesn't do a whole lot going first. You're just gonna make some amount of battleships and hope you draw into something. But we are going first this game, and we don't even have enough monsters to make any of our Xyz because this deck is actually doesn't actually have any 1-card combos. This deck is all 2-card and 3-card combos, so if you only have 1 monster in hand, you kind of can't really make anything. We're gonna set free and pass, which our opponent will pop one of them, but now we have 2 monsters in hand, so we can actually combo. We could summon the Uni and then change our Shari to level 5 and then add the Shari Red to our hand, and then we're gonna make it rank 5, and we hope to draw Shari. Our opponent will book it, which is fine because we can negate it, because if he activates anything during our main phase, we can negate that, and we draw a Shari, which is perfect. We could reveal the Shari to summon the Shari Red, summon the Ikura from the deck, and then make the rank 4. And then the rank 4 will draw us another card, and then be able to attack twice, and we can normal summon the Vanilla, and then our opponent will be scooping. Our second game, we are going first. Again. Let's see if we can at least make some amount of Xyz monsters. Our opponent is playing Shadows, which is annoying because our rank 4 does destroy monsters with card effects, which obviously can't do against a Winder, but let's see what we can do. We're gonna special summon the Ikura and try to use its effect, which gets a Veiler, and then we're gonna make rank 4, and then try to draw a card, and then get a second Veiler. Okay, I guess we're just gonna end on rank 4 that has no effects on field, and we're gonna set 1 card and hope for the best. Our opponent is going to summon a Magistus, and that probably means that they are bricking, because they already used 2 Veilers and 1 Magistus, and Shadows brick quite often, so we could hope for that. Our opponent will bounce back the Xyz, so we're left with nothing on field. Our opponent will grab a Fusion spell, and we're just hoping that the 2 cards in hand aren't Shadow monsters, so we're gonna declare something with the cloak, but before we can do that, our opponent will activate Super Poly, so they can still successfully make a Fusion monster. We're gonna declare a Construct, I guess, and he's going to enter with a Fusion on field, which is fine. We can just flip it face down, so it also prevents him from using the quick effect when we actually do get to combo, which is right now. We can reveal the Shari to summon the Uni, and then the Uni change our Shari to level 5, and then add the Shari Red to our hand, and then use the rank 5 effect to draw a card. And since we drew a Ikura, we can actually normal summon the Shari Red, and then special summon the Ikura, and then reveal 3 cards and get nothing. And then we're gonna make the rank 4, and then use the effect, and draw a card, and also attack twice. We're gonna attack directly and trigger the effect of the rank 4 to actually pop the Fusion monster, and then we're gonna attack twice, which is enough for lethal. Okay, let's have a look at the expensive version of the deck. We're again going first. When can we actually go second? We are still going to try to make something work. And as I said, if you have enough monsters in your hand, your turn 1 play is usually just to make some amount of ships and help you draw into back row, or you can choose to make a generic rank 4, generic rank 5, and just end with that, but I prefer to make a SUSHIP and hope that we draw into more disruption, which we do. We draw into another Book of Moons, so at least we have 2 Book of Moons to contest whatever our opponent has. Our opponent is playing Starry Nights, and they have the new trap, which is annoying. Our opponent will be using the continuous spell, which we can Cosmic, so it doesn't resolve, and then he's going to set 2 and pass. That's okay, we're gonna attack once and then attack the second time, but before we do that, because we dealt a bit of battle damage, we can pop one of opponent's back row. Our opponent will be normal summoning another Rael, grabbing themselves the field spell, and then activating a copy of the Balefire to grab themselves the Starry Dragon. He's going to activate Starry Night Sky and then activate Arrival to summon the Starry Dragon that he added to his hand. We're going to book his monster before he pops our back row, so at least he doesn't destroy our monster by battle. He's going to make another level 4 monster, so before he can make a rank 4, we can just flip that face down, so we still have the monster on field. In our next turn, we have 2 monsters in hand, so we can actually start our combo again. We could reveal the Shari Red to summon the Uni, and then use those 2 to make the rank 5, and then use the rank 5 to draw a card. It's a painful decision, which is amazing. And now you can see we can actually mill the normal monster and grab the Shari Red, because the Shari Red is treated as the normal monster's name while in the deck as well. We're going to make a second copy of the rank 4, and now we're just going to draw another card, and then we can negate everything our opponent has, and then just attack directly. You don't even have to clear anything in our opponent's board. It's just that simple. Good game.